Hey, Morgan. Welcome to the stream. 4 years. How often does your group play? Any overlap? Super good question. So, the goal is to play weekly. Just like any group, though, right? Scheduling and things come up. But that's what we try to do. And we have good runs and we have not so good runs. And it probably, we average to play more often in a given year than we don't play. But the intent is to play every week. Adults, kids, families, and stuff. It is what it is. It's also why I run two games, because that used to really bother me when I ran only one game. Got excited for it, the game didn't happen. So at least this way, like I always have more D&D in my life than I can usually keep track of, which is good. Hey, what's up, Viper? Hey, Jesse. So like tonight, like I'm on streaming late tonight because I ran a session for my group. They're going through the Underdark. Last night I ran a session as well. Taking a break for the next week or so, but the games take place in the same world. It's actually funny. This is my map. This is actually a good capture of how I view world building because my world is incomplete. I basically just build pieces of my map based on campaigns. So my first campaign my last night campaign, they're in this region, whereas the group that I was running tonight is off in this region over here. And I'm sort of loose with how much overlap there is. There are certainly things in the world that cross over that I know about that they don't know about, because I find that stuff like really fun. It's like making Easter eggs for yourself in a story that you're watching play out. But I'm pretty loose with the dates and the years, like there are regional calendars to keep them separate, because if one campaign fails and like the world explodes, I don't want it to affect the other campaign. So I'm waiting to decide their placement in each other's timeline, probably until it resolves, just because that wouldn't be very fun. Like, hey, you guys were running at the same time and it turns out they let the world be destroyed by this evil god, so sorry, the campaign's over. Like that would suck. So yeah. Smith, so if you don't mind me asking, what do you do for work? Would you want this to be a full-time gig? Also, love how your notes are organized. Could you run through how you set that up? Sure, totally, yeah. So I am like a developer. I've like user experience background, basically e-commerce type of work. Like that's kind of my background, or that's what I've done as a career. That's the type of work that I've done. But this stuff is all my jam. I've literally never crafted anything and have never done stuff like D&D until these past like 6 years. So that's absolutely my goal, is to do it all the time. And I take notes here in Ulysses, and it's all kind of scattered right now. But basically, this stream is, I call it preparing to fail, because I think that's how I think about prepping for D&D, prepping to run games or doing game design. So there's just a folder for every episode. So I guess this is the 29th episode on the stream. There's a playlist of all of them, and just try to pick a different topic each time. This one's fairly directed to something I've been thinking a lot about recently, but sometimes it's sort of whatever would be interesting. We've come up, honestly, if I just pick a random one back here, like number 6, maybe a different random one, like number 3, we did I think this is where the idea for like campfire sessions came from. We made a dragon encounter, designed or talked about one-on-one encounters, and those streams are all out there. So yeah, just it's fun to do. Jesse, I know my rivers don't work, but it's a fantasy world, so they work. Viper, what are we preparing to fail tonight? So as you might imagine, my mind is on stairs. I have finished all of the staircase terrain with a little bit of wiggle room. There might be some still, but I've pretty much gotten things to a place where now I want to focus on applying all of that. So now that I have all this terrain, what can you do with it? So I'm thinking about how to sort of break down all of these different encounter ideas, the mimic staircase stat block and different encounters, different sequences, and even some random tables. Like this will probably all become a PDF eventually, so I'm just going to kind of work through that. Oh, Smith. Jesse's talking about like if you look at like I don't know what's a good river. What's a good river that doesn't make any sense? Like the way this one. No, that one's okay. Rivers that bisect the land and rivers that split. Yeah, like come to find out, rivers don't split. Like over here, like this big, massive, like it starts up here in the mountains and then split. One goes off to the sea there, one goes off to the sea here. Like I guess technically that doesn't happen. Whatever. I like it. It works fine. Viper, it's more like the stairs project is evolving. um, we're entering the next phase, which is beyond the terrain.